Hey there, in this tutorial I'll be showing you how to make pro Afrobeat drum patterns in FL Studio. First thing we need to do is make sure we have the correct tempo sets. Now in most Afrobeat songs, the tempos typically range, that's 90 BPM up to 110 and sometimes even up to 115 BPM. So to set that, just right click the tempo number right here, then come to type in value. So you could type any number between 90 to 115. So it could be 91, 97, 105, 108, 110, 115. So I'm going to go for something in between, more like a mid-tempo type pattern. But what I'll be showing you applies to either patterns, whether you're going for a slower tempo or a faster tempo. Okay, so let's go for, let's say 105, right? Then press enter. You can always change this, it's not permanent. Okay, you can just left click and adjust this up and down by moving your mouse up and down, or you can just right click and type in the value you want. Okay, now for the second step, you need to make sure you have high quality drum kits. This will help make your drum track stand out without having to layer a bunch of sound just to make it sound full or groovy. Okay, so if you want to get the drum pack that I'll be using in this video, you can simply click the link in the description. It's available on our website. It's the SCtuts Unlimited Amapiano kit. Now it does say Amapiano, but let's be honest, Amapiano has influenced Afrobeat recently. So it's only fair to have some sounds from the Amapiano genre fused into our tutorials, okay? So I'm going to come right here. First of all, we'll start with the snare. So I'm going to come right here. These are all unique sounds for snares, rim shots, okay? So I like this sound. All I have to do is drag and drop onto my channel rack. All right, so now let's create the foundation pattern. So this pattern is simply where many other Afrobeat tracks come from, okay? So if I just click this, click this, click this. So this rhythm is where many Afrobeat patterns can be derived from, okay? So let's make it sound a bit more unique. So I can just take out one, or I can bring it back and then move this forward. I can do this. I could even do this, move it forward some more. Okay, so let's go with this pattern, all right? So you can create so many unique patterns from just moving these last two notes around, okay? So let's have our kick. Let's have this right here. So most kicks in Afrobeat just go like this. And just like that, we already have a nice groove. Now, not all Afrobeat tracks have the kicks going 4 steps like this. So some do have it just this way, while some even go as far as having it, you know, every 2 step like this. So now that we are done creating our foundation pattern, let's look how to spice this up in the next step. So the next thing you need to do is add some percussions, okay? So now not all Afrobeat songs have percussions. In fact, this rim shot right here is a percussion, but not all Afrobeat songs do have like unique percussions in it. They just go with the kick and the rim, or the kick and the snare sometimes. But you know, let's go all out. So simply come to the perc folder. The skit has, you know, several sounds for percussions. Let's have this. Now, when playing percussions for Afrobeat, it's best you keep it as simple as possible. Okay, trust me, you don't want to play too many notes. Okay, I recommend maybe just 2 to 3 notes per percussion. All right, sometimes just one is fine, just single note you clicking is fine, but try not to go beyond 2 or 3 notes. Okay, let's have another percussion. Let's have this. Don't forget to adjust your volumes. All right, so now let's make it even more interesting by adding hats, still included in the drum kits. All right, this is good. Now, another thing we can do to even take it a step further is adding layers. Okay, so to add layers, let's start with our rim shot. To go back to, you can add a percussion as a layer for your main rim shot or a different rim shot. So let's see. Let's try this and see. You can just drag it on. It doesn't need to be under it, but just easy for you to identify. Okay. So you can see I'm just layering it up by playing it directly under the note. Sometimes you could have it playing on every position that it comes in. But I feel like that would be, a bit too much. So I'm just going to reduce it. Bring it here. So how we play the kick is we're going to play just a different note here. Okay, let's make it 8 bars. Now let's go to the shaker. Now the shaker loops are not included in the kit. Okay, we do have a unique pack for shakers. It's called the Shaker African Shaker Volume 1. You can get it. It has loads and loads of unique shaker patterns. Let me have this here, and it'll always snap to your grid. If you use FL Studio and other software, it snaps to your grid by default. Reduce the volume. And so there you have it, guys, how to make a nice Afrobeat drum pattern from scratch in FL Studio. If you found this helpful, hit the thumbs up and subscribe for more tutorials, tips, and tricks. I remain Sir Classy. This is SC Tuts. See you soon. Cheers.